Hey there, good evening, welcome back. My name is Perremin, and tonight we are playing Final Fantasy Renaissance. And we are diving into the Marsh Cave once again. We were in the Marsh Cave at the end of the night last time. We're going back into the Marsh Cave to do some more exploring, hopefully find a few more items, and maybe grind out a few levels, and then hopefully, with luck, defeat some Pisca demons. Is that how you say it? Pisca demon? And recover the crown. Raven, good evening. How are you doing tonight? Well, how are you doing today? Night for me, not really for everybody though. Not bad? Not bad is, I guess, as good as we can hope for. Anything better than bad, that's what we really want. How's the sound? I should probably check on it. Let's take a look. Game sound looks, it looks okay. We'll see. Oh, this chat doesn't seem to be working quite right on the screen over here. Wrote a new personal distance record. Nice. Let me see if I can fix that. There we go. That ought to be a little better. 22.4 kilometers, which is essentially 14 miles. Wow. Wow, excellent. That is an excellent ride. So, I don't know how this chat thing works. I'm still, this is episode 5. This is my 5th time doing this multi-streaming thing. So I found this program that's supposed to put the chat from both channels up on the stream. I don't know if it's going to work or not. I know you're not supposed to do that on Twitch. Twitch, if you don't like it, you can always kick me off. I mean, that's what it comes down to. But this way, I can, people who are watching the stream on YouTube can see when I'm talking to the person on Twitch and know what's going on. Maybe people hate that, maybe they don't, I don't know. I probably shouldn't put it up there. I just don't know. I don't know what to do. You know what? I'm actually going to turn it off. It's still something I'm playing with. I don't think I have it set up completely properly. I couldn't get it to work from YouTube earlier. Let's get rid of it for now. Talking all about that. We don't want it. Let's just do this thing. Anyway, Raven, congratulations on your ride. I know it feels good. I know when I went from 8 to like 15, 16, and then worked my way up to, my longest ride so far has been 35 miles. I have no idea what that is in kilometers, because I'm a dumb American. It was my best ride yet. I'm still wanting to do in the spring a 4-day, 250-mile ride that I was supposed to do this fall and never got a chance to. So I'm still excited about that. Pure Energy, good evening. Daniel, good evening. How's it going? We're just getting started. We should turn my controller back on, I guess. There we go. If I don't use my controller quickly enough, it turns itself off. We'll turn that message speed back up. Continue. Select this group. Here we go. And can I know I've got a volume control on this headset, but easier just to... There we go. There we go. All right, let's continue. Let's see, where are we? We are at the Marsh Cave. And how are we looking? Everybody's all healed up. We've still got some good magic. I don't 100% remember everything we did in the Marsh Cave last time, but I'm pretty sure we did everything we could on the north side of the cave. And we're already poisoned. Right off the bat. Let's just start out by being poisoned. Weighed in last night. This is from Raven on Twitch. Weighed in last night. Was a little heavier than my last weigh in. I'm sorry. So what I'm going to do is work a little harder and weigh less often. Might have been from the amount I ate yesterday. Tell me about it. This week has not been great for my weight either. But I did get back into the gym yesterday and today. I did a 5K at the gym yesterday. And then I just did a quick 20-minute plus weights today. And I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. I'm a little shaky, honestly. Oh, everybody's poisoned. We'll let them stay poisoned for a minute. So, I did do a little bit of research because, you know, we've been talking about it and I'm so into this game now. And what I've discovered, one of the things I discovered is somehow I managed to build this party. This is the one party that really, really, really needs a thief. The Dark Knight, the Dancer, and the Bard. All three of those classes have special items that can only be found in the game by the thief. So if there was going to be a class that needed a thief, this is it. A thief instead of the summoner. I also learned that using a Dark Knight as your tank really sucks. Really sucks. It means we're going to get ambushed a lot through this playthrough. Because I had forgotten this. I honestly had forgotten this. Your chances to ambush people or to be ambushed is based on the luck stat of the person who is number one in your party. Now, you also want somebody with high health and high armor and stuff like that to be number one in your party because they're going to take 50% of all the attacks. But right now, my Dancer isn't a lot lower than my Dark Knight on health, but she doesn't have as much. She doesn't have as much armor. Thief is kind of too much money, to be honest. Like, you get too much money, or they're just too hard to keep up with because they require too much money. The Dancer's best weapons in this game, I guess, are the cat claws. Oh, you get too much money. The cat claws are like 64,000 gold a piece, and she can use two, or gil, whatever. She can use two of them. They're free. Wait, what do you mean they're free? Are they? Can I find them in a dungeon? Because that would be great. Oh, thief is free, not claw. Okay. Huh. Yeah, the claws are going to be super expensive. Also, the Dancer, one of the dances, I guess, costs 300,000 gil just to get. Like, for them to teach you, it costs 300,000 gil. I should have had her do something other than try to cure people. Man, she's just gonna fail left and right. Level 7, which you need to get to level 8. Good grief. That's gonna be a nightmare slog, I think, trying to get 300,000 gold without the ability to mug. Oh, you can't get the dances out of order. That's terrible. Oh, I don't like that. We're gonna just keep trying this until it goes through, I think. Or we'll critical hit that guy and we'll just stay poisoned. Okay, cover your ears, everybody. How much damage can we take? I don't know. Probably a lot. Not as much as you'd think. There are so many guys here. I want to save that. if we're going down to do the Pisco Demon fight. All right, quick step. I hope you work. Please work. Oh, Edward's poisoned too. Great. Didn't notice that. Not as bad as you think. You're almost done spending big chunks of gil. Okay, good. Because I don't... That's one of the nice things about not having a traditional caster. Is I don't have to spend all that money on spells. Why is everyone attacking? Why is Smeech in the second spot? And why is everyone attacking him? I mean, the second spot's supposed to take 25% of all attacks. I understand that. Oh, don't know what new stuff's in the later. Good point. I don't either. Let's have her fight for a turn. Alright, I should have gone ahead and used Cat Sith, I guess. Or Kate Sith. Okay, let's get, we'll get this going. Felt great after my ride. I could have probably done 25 kilometers, but I needed to get home for dinner. 25 is the next goal. You can do it. 25, that's, I mean, you did 14 or 22, right? Going from 22 to 25 is going to be nothing. It's going to be nothing. And you're going to hit that point where you're like, now I could just go. I could just go. Like, I have no doubt, after doing over 30, I have no doubt I could do 50. I don't know what the wall will be for the next one, but I have no doubt that I could do 50 easily in a day. I've gotten to the airship and looked around a little on one playthrough, but it's 3 original classes and a bard. I mean, the three original classes and a bard wouldn't be a bad run. I wouldn't think. Which 3 classes are you using? Oh, he got stunned and so lost his song. That's good. Hey, I'm going to start the whole night by just dying in the second fight. It'll be nothing. It'll be a thing. Fighter, Red Mage, and Monk. See, I think that would be a great group. Fighter, Red Mage, because then you got your Red Mage to cover your black and white a little bit. Monk to deal a ton of damage. Fighter to tank it. And then the Bard just buffing everything. Should be amazing. Was intended to be a pretty easy run to get to New Game Plus. I think that's fair. I think it sounds like it would probably be a good party. Fairly basic gameplay, but it's still a good party, I think. Did her dance not get rid of his stun? Is that one she can't get rid of with her healing dance? Alright, if she gets unstunned, we're going to try to run from this fight, I think. It's a little much. They're not really hurting us a lot, but that stun lock is ridiculous. Edward's toast. We may not make it out of this fight. Hey, look, paralysis wore off and paralyzed again. Immediately paralyzed it again. Well, this is a game over. I always thought this back when I played Final Fantasy on the NES. I always thought, who authorized what producer said, yeah, let's do this. Let's have parties of monsters that can lock an entire party down and just wipe your game right away. I know it would never, you could never in a million years get a producer to sign off on this now. Yep. This is what it is, I guess. It's going to take a long time for them to whittle him down, but they're finally doing it. Like 3 points at a time. And his chances, his luck is so low. The Dark Knight's luck is so low. There's almost no chance he could run, even if he wasn't getting stun locked. Half the classes had the AoE magics. That's true. And you know what the best part is? This is the best part. I bet I get like 10 comments telling me how dumb this was. Like how bad my choice was in this fight. And they won't be wrong. They won't be wrong, because there were definitely things I could have done to make that fight work. Ah well. Ah well. People on the internet get to see how bad I am at video games, and that's fine. That's fine. We don't edit. We don't edit nothing here. That's not true. Sometimes we edit videos. We don't edit the stream VODs though. I don't know if we'll even be in this fight long enough for the angel song to do anything. Oh, evidently we will. They'll do something. Oh, I forgot, these are the guys that only take 1 point of damage unless we critically hit. I do want to try to move them. I think I need to move my mage down a spot. Switch my mage and dancer. Personally, don't explore the Marsh Cave until after acquiring the key and subsequent goodies. Malicious Malcontent, good evening. How's it going? Certainly Dancer did a lot too. Yeah, whoops. I held my A button down too long and accidentally had my Bard hide a second time. Pretty good? Good. Good to hear. Alright, we're poisoned. That's okay. You keep fighting. You fight this guy. You heal him. Run straight to the wizard fight and out. I should. Luck and morale. You know, or are we gonna get a physical absorb? Actually, let's do this one. That might let them actually kill something. The problem is, I don't remember the dungeon well enough to go straight to the boss and get out of here. The boss is, right? Because it's a whole bunch of Pisca demons. Alright, your spell didn't actually make him do any more damage. But this will kill something. If it hits, I'm sure it'll hit. Right, as already evidenced by my horrible, untimely, like, 10 minutes into stream death, making me look super bad. Okay, it didn't make me look super bad. I just look super bad because I made some really stupid decisions. There were definitely things I could have done. Definitely things I could have done and didn't. Ah, well. Let's move. Yep, go, yep. Oh, are we going to fight the undead? Yes, we are. Of course we're going to. Why would we not? Not nearly as many as last time. Oh, boy. Do I use... I don't want to use my one spell. I don't. Focus him down. I know I should use it. I know it would be really, really smart of me to just use it and try to confuse them all. Okay, maybe this will help. Missed? That's what we need. We need everything to miss. Yep, that didn't miss. That's okay, though. Keep focusing him down. Focus him down. New. You hide while you can, please. There we go. 28 damage, not bad. 32. And killed one. That's one less chance of being stunned. That's exactly what we needed. Oh, I forgot to switch them again. Dumb. Dumb. It's like the music just goes, dumb, dumb, dumb. I'm trying this again because I can't... It seemed like she could not heal stun, but I wanted to find out... she's not going to get a chance anyway. Let's see if he can stay alive long enough to maybe kill one of those. Maybe Goblin Punch will kill it? I don't know. Oh yeah. Definitely. You believe she does? Okay, it just seemed like last time she didn't, but it was probably more that I wasn't paying attention properly. I know that's a surprise to anyone who's watched any of the previous streams. We're gonna go with Hero's Rhyme and get our luck up a little bit. I don't know if it'll make a difference. Keep fighting that guy. Hide again. Oh, die? Yes. All right, there we go. Much better shape now. Now we. It would take a lot to lose the fight at this point. May as well just stay hidden. Not really. I really just acted too fast. Always smarter to take action as though we were going to need another round. Been a while since I played Final Fantasy 1 on the NES. Do you think your HP values are a little high for NES FF1? It's been a long time since I have too, honestly. I've played on the PSP version and the Pixel Remaster. So on those versions, it's a little bit high. I think these numbers are probably more in line with that. And it's going to get bad. It's going to get worse, I think. Especially for my Dark Knight. By the end of the game, I think is going to have a lot of life. Oh, let's do... Whoops, wrong button. Is it this one? Yes. Hello. There we go. That's what we want. One of the things we're going to do later with the Dark Knight after class change is we're going to go back and eat bats. And eating bat, because we can eat all these bats, right? That's one of the abilities he's going to get. And doing that is going to give him stat boosts. Yeah, something like 140 from eating bats. There we go. I don't remember which doors we looked in last night, so we're going to have to go check them again. Okay, that one's empty. And he missed. That's okay. Once she gets her dance off, we'll have no problem. Oh, never mind. She's gonna fall flat on her face. It's gonna be terrible. It's not to worry though, because she can always try again. 80% chance to succeed. Still fails. "24 strength, int 17. Wait. Vitality, 24 strength, vitality, int 17 agility." Those are some big stat boosts. Like, those are big stat numbers. Bishop Scotty over on Twitch, first time chat. Catching this one live. Awesome. Good evening. I hope you're doing well. Let's see. Can we do anything here? What do we need? Nothing? We really need nothing. Just fight that thing. You're just gonna kill it. It's hardly worth the effort. Kinda OP. Yes. Yes. Now, the problem with it is, you don't get that ability until after the class change, and you've got to go back to every dungeon that had bats in it and track them all down to eat them all. So there's a lot of work involved in that. Iron armor. Do I have iron armor on? I do. So we'll be selling that later. Fine with that. Alright, these can poison you, I believe. Let's quick step that thing. Go ahead, just fight that guy. Get our angel song rolling. Oh, nice, he hit. It's much easier for our Dark Knight to hit things after, if her quick step works. Am I wrong? Werewolves can't poison? Can they poison? I always assume WR Wolf is a werewolf. I can be wrong. My Dark Knight game is currently the loaded one. I haven't gotten to sit and play since getting home from work, though. Oh, man. I don't know how you're avoiding it. Final Fantasy VI Brave New World. What, Bishop Scotty, what is Final Fantasy VI Brave New World? They can poison. Okay, I thought so. Oh, there we go. Sometimes the chat on YouTube disappears. Let's see. Let's go and cast a spell. No, let's don't. Instead, let's fight. New hide. Run away, Bard. Run away. Bravery up. Good. Good, good, good. Nobody's poisoned yet, luckily. In that case, let's go ahead and drain. Oops. Sorry. Looked over to read chat. Forgot I was playing the game for a second. This'll work. Man, when he hits so hard, and I love it. I hope there are some really good, towards the end of the game, I hope there's a really good greatsword we can just grab. But I'm afraid, I know there's a greatsword hidden. A hidden greatsword that you can only get if you've got a thief. And I don't have a thief. A very good ROM hack, though I saw the creator's website explaining that this is not this is not technically a ROM hack. This is a completely rebuilt version of the game. But I'm not opposed to playing a ROM hack. I'm going to write this one down, though, because I haven't checked it out, and it would be cool to have another one to go into at some point. I got my note cards out so that I can take notes like this now. So I can remember who I am when I play games. I'm a guy who takes notes and makes spreadsheets. 3 blind spellcasters in my... Wait, you have three spellcasters that can cast blind in your Dark Knight party? That's got to make him really, really, really strong. Okay, I went in here, right? Yes, that's where I got the iron armor. Mux. Kill a muck. Terminated. So as far as I'm aware, the only way I'm going to get to blind people is the abilities that the Dark Knight gets himself. I don't know that any of my other character classes are going to get a blinding ability. We're going to go ahead and cast the heal, even though we've only got a 55% chance of success. Dark Knight, Blue Mage, Time Mage all have blinds, different types, too, for resistance sake. Don't know the summons, but Bard and Dancer won't. I don't think the Summoner will either. Ah, the dance failed. Oh well. We'll go ahead and fight. Get that up one. There we go. We're doing all right. We're doing all right. Smeech is getting a little low, but we can try to heal him up in the next fight. If I remembered which doors had treasure, I would be in great shape. 295, we're gonna need that. Oh yeah, this will be a good fight to do it in. Blight, hey! Good evening. You popped on my recommended for your first live stream after you finished. Oh, well good. I'm glad I at least got onto your recommended. Thank you for sharing this gameplay. Had fun Oh, awesome. Well, thank you for saying that. It makes me feel good. I appreciate it. I'm glad you're here. Ooh, ooh. You are not in good shape. Let's hope this hits. Actually, we could do a heal. I hate to do that because we can only do Unicorn one time. We can only do Kieran one time. But, oh wait, hold on. I actually have a few potions here. So we can give her something that maybe will keep her alive. We can hope. We can hope. Come on. Be enough. Be enough. Ah, come on! I keep failing at the dances. I keep failing the dances so bad. Blue is great for Peninsula power grinding. It went from 5 to 11 last night in about an hour. Wow, nice. Hansaimon over on Twitch. Good evening. Is this the place to find a live Perremin? It is. It's a platypus. It's Perremin, a platypus. No, sorry. It's been a long day. Benjamin, I've been watching a couple days too. Remember playing the original at 1 year old before I could even walk. Wow. This game taught you how to read? That's amazing. That's awesome. I learned how to read by programming on a Commodore VIC-20. Not because I knew how to program. The Commodore VIC-20 came with a book of programs, and I learned how to read by trying to type in those programs on the VIC-20. Didn't know about this new remix. Love to see it. Don't have a PC, so you guys are my non-Android gaming fix. Wow. I would love to see this get ported to Android. That would be good. I don't know if it can run on Android because it's built on... Is it Unreal? Someone will be able to tell us. Glad you didn't give up on Edward. Right? He's become awesome. Now that I know that he can cast more than one spell at a time, it's great. And honestly, the Bard is actually going to end up being a very strong class, I think. I think it's going to end up being wonderful. Traveling back to Elfland for upgrades. Sweet, where else you live? Yes, Hansaimon, I am also live over on YouTube right now. A Unity. Thank you, Bishop Scotty. It's Unity. It was made in Unity. That's what the website said. Thank you. I don't know why I could not remember it at all. I haven't been a programmer in years and years and years and years. The last time I was a programmer, it was for mud games. Man. I had people who did that work for me when I worked in game development. I had people that did the programming for me. I couldn't do it. You know, I had smart people working. You're dead. My dancer is dead. I've screwed up once again, and people are going to let me hear about it. Go ahead and do this. Don't have a laptop, so I'm living vicariously through you. Excellent. Final Fantasy 1 was your first video game, born in '86. My dad drew maps of the entire game because I couldn't understand. Literally made a whole walkthrough. Wow. Wow. Just gonna say, seems like a good dad. I did, yes. Yes, I was a game designer. I was a game designer for 5 years. I did games for the Nintendo DS. I did a couple of Game Boy Advance games, and then I did games for the Nintendo DS, and one game for the Wii. So I worked for a company called Black Lantern Studios as a game designer, and we made a lot of Nickelodeon games for the Nintendo DS. So if you had kids, like 10 years ago, 10, 12 years ago, almost 12 years ago, I think, who played stuff like Dora, Diego, Wonder Pets. I made a couple of Disney games. Wizards of Waverly Place was a game I made on the Nintendo DS. Those are games I did. I wasn't a great game developer. I wasn't a great designer, but I did it. I've got 25 credits, 25 design credits under my name. The only one that I ever won an award for was Diego. I think it was Diego's Dinosaur Rescue. Won a Parents' Choice Award. Makes sense in retrospect. Make sure to like the stream, helps them with the algorithm. Yes, please do. Thank you. I appreciate it. You were a kid 12 years ago. Well, there you go. There you go. Did you play any Nickelodeon games? So my Disney game was Wizards of Waverly Place. My best game that I ever made never came out. It was never released. Disney shelved it. We made a Pirates of the Caribbean multiplayer battleship style game. It was for the DSi. Wonderful game. Loved playing it. It was so much fun. Had some RPG battle. It was a battleship, but with RPG elements. And they shelved the game right after we finished it and never released it. Oh, I'm so sad. Hansaimod, not sure if I follow you there. Let's fix this. Do, yes, please. Check me out on YouTube for sure. Same name. Been a huge fan of Final Fantasy IV. Edward is such a Spoonie bard. Right? I almost named my bard Spoonie because I wasn't sure Edward was going to fit. I guess Spoonie would have been the same number of letters. Ah, well. My kid was a kid 12 years ago. There you go. My kid was too. So I was making games for my children's age at the time. Pirates was pretty good. Our game was supposed to launch, at the time they were making a Pirates of the Caribbean based MMO. And our game was set to launch in conjunction with the MMO. And when the MMO got canceled, our game was already done and waiting to come out. And they shelved it because it was supposed to come out alongside the MMO. Also adept at playing the spoons. Makes sense. He grew up like I did. He was a hillbilly like me. Glad you got the dual chat working out. I had it on screen for a little bit, but I turned it off because I wasn't sure what people would think of having the chat on screen, to be honest. I never have really watched many streamers who put their chat on stream. So I was like, people might not like the way it overlays the screen, so I went ahead and turned it off. Also, I wasn't 100% sure it was working. Bishop Scotty, what time zone am I in? I remember you've been wrapping up around 1 a.m. I'm in Central Time. So I usually end my stream right around 1:30 Central. Surely they could have recouped at least your dev costs. I guess that's the kind of genius that made Disney stock a great. So really, let's hit some fight buttons here, since I'm, doing stuff. They absolutely could have, because our dev costs weren't that much. One of the reasons I think that they shelved it was because we had already made Wizards of Waverly Place, and we had may or may not have allegedly had a bit of a dispute over them paying the royalties on Wizards of Waverly Place. And also, they gave us less money for the development of Pirates of the Caribbean for a greater royalties. Which means, since they never released the game, we never made any royalties. Used to live in Missouri. I'm from there. Still, I am actually still in Missouri. I have lived in Missouri almost all my life. Aside from 4 years, I lived in Iowa. I used to live in Des Moines, Iowa. I also spent summers in Nebraska. I lived summers on a farm in North Platte, Nebraska. But always came back to Missouri. Missouri's been my home for a long time. Hans Simon got 2 ways to support a Perremin now. Nice. Thank you very much. Don't mind the chat, and sometimes it's as lively and amusing as the stream itself. I agree. I don't know. If you guys are subscribed to my channel, you'll see that I do sometimes make videos. However, this is the decision. This is what I've come to believe about myself. I'm not a content creator. If anything, I'm a streamer. Because I'm here more for the chat than I am to play games. I love the games. I absolutely love RPGs. But chatting is my favorite part of streaming. It's wild that kind of stuff doesn't get them sued. Well, the thing is, I did open this box. We're going to have to leave now. The thing is, they're Disney. And which one of these doors am I looking for? And you can't afford to sue them. Because Disney, if Disney has one thing, it's lawyers. There's my stairs, right over there. I can probably take this. I can take these guys. If we're gonna leave and head back to town anyway, we can stand to heal if we need to. But we can definitely goblin punch this muck and get rid of him. I doubt I'll have time for this song to work. Randomly enough, the aforementioned kid stays in Missouri. That's cool. Algorithm is doing its job. Nebraska, we love you for. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate it. I will just keep doing it as long as I can. If I ever get to play this, I'll do Thief, Red Mage, Geomancer, and Bard. That will be an interesting playthrough, I think. I think that will be real interesting. There are enough content creators don't even play the games these days. I think one thing you'll probably never see me do is a react video. I can pretty much state that outright. Ow, I'm going the wrong way. Let's run from. Actually, these things are not too tough, right? These things are actually pretty. Whoops! Nope. Ah! What? Ah! Stupid! Okay, that's okay. That stun. I needed to kill the crawls first to keep it from getting stunned. Disney do be having lawyers. Yeah, lawyers for days and months and weeks and years. Disney with more lawyers than you can shake the internet at. Got busted for her boyfriend playing the game for her? I didn't know that. I have heard Geomancer is actually pretty strong too if you use it right, and they make a great combination with Dark Knight. Oh, everybody's stunned, man. Let's not... I should kill these things if I can, but with everybody stunned, I think I'm going to try running away. I don't want to take a chance of getting stun locked to oblivion. Super huge streamer check. Ah, oh, no. Here's what I'm going to do. We're just going to go for it here. Raise that physical this time. Used to stream some games on Discord for a small group of friends. Mike Tyson's Punch-Out would be fun. If I would love to watch somebody who's actually good at that game, because I have never finished it. Zelda Link to the Past, one of my absolute favorite games. Man, Contra, the original? Oh, Sniper Wolf. Sniper Wolf had somebody else playing the games for her? I wasn't watching. What happened? Well, I guess we got a little bit of a heal and that was it. Okay. Raven. Oh, that's the allegation and the case seems pretty strong. Oh, man. That's tough. That'll end a career fast. Keeping around some bones and wasting turns with armor and regen songs up is a great way to stay full life. That would have been really smart. Keeping the bones around that could only hit me for 1 or 2 points. Now that you've said that, we may get a chance to do... Well, we're going to be out of here. We're going to be out of here anyway. If we don't get killed by a big group of undead along the way. This floor has a party that can wipe us, right? There we go. There we go. Let's kill the crawls. And let's get the absorb up. Small streamers are more fun. You get to interact with them in the chat. Larger ones are just live videos. Honestly, yes. That's what I've always said. Like, I don't know how large streamers could possibly interact on with a chat. The chat just moves so fast. Go hide. It's by far your favorite Zelda. It's because it's an amazing game. Although, I mean, it is probably my favorite Zelda, but I'm one of those rare people for whom, when it comes to Zelda, like, it will tie for me with, oh, I don't have another level 1 spell. Yuck. Go down to magic, though. Let's get Golem up for a round. Maybe that'll help. I don't know. Anyway, it'll tie for me with Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. I know that that's a hated game and that I'm going to take some flack for saying that, but I love Zelda 2. Apocalypse. The cookie drama. I don't keep up with the drama very well, so I don't know the cookie drama either. Shaking the internet at Disney is how they got more lawyers. You're probably right. Raven hopes so. After she doxed Jack Films, she deserves to lose her career. I'm not gonna argue with that at all. I don't get behind the doxing of people. I just don't understand why anyone would do it. Oh, and my chat just disappeared again. Why does it do that? I don't know. They're basically using creators for their content and not making original reactions. A guy put her on blast for it. It's a whole thing. Wow. Wow. Get home from work and drink and stream some games. Original Contra. I love Contra so much. The sound effects from that game are still amazing to me. Mike Tyson, not the best, but I can get to the second to last fight. Nice. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever even got that far. I've never come close to finishing that game. Appreciate you actually streaming, ignoring the chat at your leisure. Ignore the chat at your leisure. I'll ignore it when I have to. Sometimes I'll remember that I actually play the game. Even in slow mode, it moves super fast when you've got too many, right? See, I'm so far behind in chat. I'm only halfway down the page. Even in OG, I've spent so many hours just using healing staff and 2 helms. I've got to get a healing staff. It would change the game for me because I don't have a real mage. If I could get some items that could be used in combat, it would change the game. Bet Edward could nuke all those bones with his attack. I think they have like... So we want to keep the bones. We just want to kill the crawl. But yes, Edward could easily kill all of them with in one round. Zelda 2 is awesome. Thank you. I'm glad you agree. It's hard to find people who really like Zelda 2. Kind of a ripoff of Battle of Olympus? It may be. Bishop Scotty, I remember being baffled as a kid when it went from soldiers to aliens in Contra. It's because it seems that way. It seems that way in the early game. And I always wondered if those soldiers are supposed to be, and because I don't know the Contra lore, if the soldiers in level 1, stage 1 of Contra, are they supposed to be like mind controlled or something? Because they look like human soldiers, right? Just running at you. Don't even watch YouTube drama. This was so big it ended up on my recommend. Wow. You like the first Zelda to do RPGs? It's fun, not my favorite. I mean, I like the Zelda series in general. Zelda 2 was just a game that it was the game that taught me to love the grind. I used to just do loops around Death Mountain to grind levels, and that's where I learned to love the grind. Typically, and now I play a lot differently than I used to. I typically rush through games. RPGs, I've finished Final Fantasy IV at level 40, which is when it was still Final Fantasy II. That's a pretty low level, but I've done it many times, and so I rush through games, and then, but then there's 2 ways I like to play. It's either that or just relax and grind away for an hour or 2. It just depends. It depends on the mood I'm in. Only found out that because it was in the recommended videos on YouTube. May as well go to 1 bone. I could do that, you're right. But I would like to get rid of... did I accidentally click off my game here? Yes, I did. I would like to get rid of the... the slimy tentacle-y guy first. Because he can stun. Video by a user called Swoop that covers the Sniper Wolf drama on YouTube. I'll have to check it out. I try to avoid the drama, but I might check it out just so that I know, so that I can be basically up to date on what's going on. Breath of the Wild is meh. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it well enough. It's not... I would trade... So this might be an unpopular opinion too. I would trade Breath of the Wild for a modern, old school style Zelda game. Like a top-down... Link to the Past style game done on the Switch. I would trade the new Zelda games for that. Been playing Sea of Stars on PS4. It's kind of like Chrono Trigger art-wise and gameplay-wise. I have started the game, and I've recorded my first video for it, and then I have not gone back, and I need to. I heard it say, but I don't see who it is. But whoever it was, thank you very much for following. I'm sorry that I missed your name. Teaching you grind makes sense. I learned to grind playing Ease. Oh man. Low level runs in Dragon Quest? Oh, Bishop Scotty, it was you. Thank you. Thank you very much for the follow. Sniper Wolf is, I believe, an actual sociopath. She also had videos on her channel of going to Omegle and asking minors to do things like twerk for her. I really can't cover all this stuff she's done on here. Wow, Raven, that's crazy. I had no idea that stuff was going on. No idea. Yeah, low level runs in, so the earliest, now as Dragon Warrior, not as Dragon Quest, because I know there are some slight differences if you actually play the Japanese Dragon Quest game to Dragon Warrior. I have finished Dragon Warrior 1 at level 17. That is my best ever. If you can finish the game before level 17, I don't know. I've never been able to do it. And that took me a long time. Up to that, I think my best was 21. I'm usually a heavy grinder, so I get that type of looping. Down the crawl ASAP. Yes. We have nothing left to down the crawl with other than fighting things. New. Hide. We might lose everybody. We might lose everybody in this hour of conversation. The only drama channel I watch, Swoop. Swoop is the only drama channel. I've never heard of Swoop, but is it worth checking out? Maybe I'll check it out. Don't know how I found her. Recommended. She investigates though. Really investigates. Murders and other stuff too. Thorough. Wow. Should work for the FBI. Breath of the Wild is amazing. The vibes are immaculate. I'd swap Tears of the Kingdom for a great Zelda 2 remake. Oh, I would love a great Zelda 2 remake. I would love a great Zelda 2 remake. So much. Gotta go catch up because it affects monetization and the livelihood of YouTubers. Okay. I will have to get caught up before I stream again so that I can actually be part of the conversation. We might as well get the last one, I guess. Hide again. Of course, I guess this means if I keep hiding, this could be a problem. Wait, what happened? Did the crawl just run away? Did the crawl just run away? Did the game really just kind of hand me a victory because I might have lost this battle if the crawl hadn't just run away? Final Fantasy 1 has been my low-level speedrun game since the 80s. You know, I never really pay attention to how I run Final Fantasy 1. I've always just played it. It's one of those rare games where I've never paid attention. Now, Final Fantasy 4, if you've seen some of the other videos, I talked about how Final Fantasy 4 is probably my favorite Final Fantasy, except it sometimes swaps places with Final Fantasy 9. And I've played it so many times that I've had. The only thing I haven't done yet is 100% it. Because people like her are literally stealing from actual creators. She's hot, so she gets away with it. Unfortunately, that may be true. We can kill off a couple of these guys. And then you just have to sustain, because if you do anything else, the songs are going to go away. Never could beat Chaos as a small child on the original NES. I get to him and use all my resources, then he would pop Cure 4 and Outlast. Oh, no. So, what we want to do is we want to get rid of like 3 of these bones and then kind of just do nothing if we can. Is there an option to just do nothing? There might be. While we regen our life. The charisma. Bard, Edward's charisma is OP. No, he can talk anybody into anything. Ah, okay, so the luck song helped with that. Makes sense. Thank you. Morale made the crawl run. Final Fantasy IX is the most soulful Final Fantasy. Love that game. So I didn't when I first played it on the PlayStation, but the last time I played it, I absolutely fell in love with it, and it took, like I said, it's pretty close to even with Final Fantasy IV for my favorite now. Raven, in fact, someone re-upped that video of her soliciting minors on Omegle, and it got deleted by YouTube basically instantly in the name of child protection. Ooh, gross. I mean, I understand why YouTube would do it, but man, just the fact that she did it. And of course, once it's uploaded, it's out there. Someone still got it. It's out there everywhere. Squigwiz! Ads still rolling, but I thought I'd say hi. I saw you dipping into this. Yes. So I have been, they added a new server in the Oceanic region for Star Wars The Old Republic, MMO. And I am progressing through, not the new story. I have never done the story for Star Wars The Old Republic, so I've been kind of taking my time and going through each of the class stories. I was a founder. I was a founder for that game. I bought the special, or like collector's edition of the game, and then quit like 3 months later. So I've never even finished a single one of the class stories. Ads stop now. Excellent. I hope you heard any of what I just said. I hate you can't res yet. Me too. Me too. I think it's going to be a long time before I can res. 6 and 9, not counting the literal years of my life playing 11. I know a lot of people love 11, and I just never really got to play it. But I do love 14. Like, absolutely love 14. Didn't like it because of this. Oh. Wind Waker. I liked Wind Waker. I played Wind Waker for 24 straight hours when it first came out. Use your weapon as item and it's just ineffective because they have no effects. Okay, perfect. Let's start doing that with this guy. Use a silver sword as an item. You can hit him though, because we still want to kill one more if we can. Don't think I'll ever. I will get a res in the form of the Phoenix Summon. That's as close as I'm going to get to being able to res. Raven, it absolutely should be deleted, but it should have been a stroke. It should have been a strike against her. YouTube should have done something. If they haven't done something to her, they should have. Squig, they email me a stupid founder badge every time I make a new tune. Yes, I get, so every tune that I make in Star Wars The Old Republic, or what was originally called Old Republic Online, gets 32 mails. Because of all the stuff I've bought in the past, gets shipped to my new characters. 32 mails. Crazy. In the weapons and armor menu, it will say on the item description if they have properties to be used in battle or not. So I need to pay attention to that because I haven't. Nothing happens. Of course nothing happens. Missed. Oh well. I don't even think these guys can hurt me, so I don't think we need to worry about it much. Yeah, they can hit me for 0 points of damage as long as I continue to sing the songs that we're singing. We're getting close. We're going to continue this. A large knife. Yeah, none of these things. I don't think we're far enough into the game yet to have items that will do anything. You're still playing EverQuest when 11 came out? Tried it, but it's not EverQuest. EverQuest 1, I never played. And I feel really bad about that. But at the time, I was so into Asheron's Call that I couldn't make the switch over. So I started with Ultima Online. Sort of. I started with Mud Games. Then I played Ultima Online. Then Meridian. Then I went back to Ultima Online. Asheron's Call. Star Wars Galaxies. And then World of Warcraft, where I've been playing World of Warcraft since 2 years, almost 2 years, a little over a year. 2 years is an exaggeration. A little over a year before it came out, I started playing World of Warcraft. And then moved from there to just about everything. I was, let's see, none of these things have anything, right? I was a gameplay tester for World of Warcraft. Not like a beta tester, like an actual gameplay tester for World of Warcraft. They made a bunch of games that didn't sell. I knew that, actually. Got internet at your house for the first time to play 11. I did the same thing with Ultima Online. Squig, it's a bit much. I tried logging in recently. I couldn't recover my authenticator, and oh no, the phone it's on is dead. There's no way to do a authenticator recovery on Star Wars. Bishop Scotty, you played Asheron's Call? I played the heck out of it. I was playing Asheron's Call the night my daughter was born. My wife went into labor while I was playing Asheron's Call. And I made her wait for me to log out before I took her to the hospital. I'm a terrible, terrible husband. My wife is so out of my league, guys, that's not even funny. Gonna send you the dude's videos who's rightfully calling her out. Do it. Yeah, go ahead and send it to me. First usable items in the Castle of Ordeals. Okay. You're an OG. Oh, man. I'd played a lot of MMO. I had played like 5 years of Ultima Online or something like that before Asheron's Call even came out. They wanted it to be called Final Fantasy. They went with Fighting Fantasy because the copyright was swapped. See, I had always heard the other story also, and so I wonder if someone from the company claimed that at one point just to as kind of a joke. I know developers do that stuff all the time. All the time. Shadowbane, I have heard of Shadowbane, but I don't know if I ever played Shadowbane. I don't think I did. I don't think I ever played Shadowbane. Galaxy's greater than Old Republic. I don't know. Old Republic tells stories better. Galaxies was a great open world game. It was an incredible open world game. I had a lot of fun. I was part of a guild called Dragon Maw. We had some great hunts in that game. Absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it. If I don't keep hitting buttons, we are never going to get back to full health so that we can finish this fight. It's just not going to happen. Knew I was here for a reason. Yes. We found a good reason. I appreciate WoW, but I vividly remember the Clone Wars. Cannot forgive them. At least you know it. There you go. So, man, I know some pretty obscure... When it comes to MMOs, I've played a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. You guys have... Maybe you've heard of this one. There was a game, it may still be around, it's called Entropia Universe now. When I started playing, it was called Project Entropia. And I bought my way into the beta. You had to buy your way into the beta for Project Entropia by sending them $10, which they turned into money you could use in the game. Very interesting game. Anarchy Online was another one that I played briefly. Oh man, so many MMO games. I do love MMOs. I love them. Man, I'm a nerd. Man, I'm a nerd. I'm such a nerd. Majority of my teen years gaming was on MUDs. Text, yes, that's where I got my start. My first MUD was called Viking. I played Viking for years, and then an offshoot of Viking came out called Icewind, and I moved to that. But I've also played a ton of another MUD called Ardwolf. Ardwolf was one I dropped probably months and months of actual time of my life into that game. Squig, so just like WoW, it looks like I'll never get that fix. Killed so many Ulthoi. Bishop Scotty. Oh man, Drudges. Oh, I forgot Asheron's Call 2. How did I forget about Asheron's Call 2? So many things from vanilla WoW were ripped directly out of Asheron's Call 2. It wasn't even funny. Probably, but I question if it's worth it. It may not be, Squig, honestly. A rival server if you want to check it out. A revival server if you want no PC by watch. If you appreciate that area, you would appreciate it. It's called Asheron's Call minus the clean UI. I might check that out. I haven't played Asheron's Call since it was taken offline by, let's see, Turbine sold Asheron's Call to somebody else. Microsoft sold out to Turbine. Turbine sold it to someone else. They had Asheron's Call 1 and 2 for a little while, both running, and they took them offline. I can't remember who that company was. I'm a little sad that they took them down. I wish they'd bring them back. It just became a just chatting stream suddenly. It kind of does. Kind of does. Oh, Squig. Squig over here on the YouTube now. Ah, sorry. Okay. I'll get through this fight. I promise. Sustain. We only have a little bit left to go, and our Dark Knight will be back at full health, and we can move on. I'm going to actively ignore chat for like 3 minutes. Don't. I see chat scrolling over there out of the corner of my eye. Don't tempt me. Oh, it's hitting me now. How did it actually do damage? You know what? We're good enough. Let's finish this battle so that I can actually read. Also played Anarchy Online. So complicated. Still running. Played a few years ago. I might have to check that out. I didn't know that was still running. I can't even imagine that it's still there. I think so back in the day when I played Ultima Online, Todd McFarlane was doing work. If you don't know who Todd McFarlane is, if you're not a comic book guy, Todd McFarlane drew stuff like Spider-Man and then later Spawn. But he was doing the artwork for Ultima Online 2. And so I actually bought an Ultima Online expansion that came with a statue created. It was the first McFarlane toy. My buddy played Ardwolf. Had me try a little. I played Ishar and Everwar mainly. Don't know that one. War was a PvP game. Went 11 months with 0 deaths. Wow, nice. Wanted to see who all was hanging out. Right on, Squig. But I gotta sleep. You did tell me. Don't worry. I can get into a bad habit of just either ignoring chat for too long and paying too much attention to the game, or ignoring the game for too long and just paying attention to chat. It's going to happen. If you stick around, if you're willing to hang out with me, you're going to see both. You still collect McFarlane toys? I collected a few. A long ago, when McFarlane Toys was first getting started, I collected some. Back in 1999, when I worked for Toys R Us in 1999 when McFarlane Toys were first starting, and I was spending too much money on toys, so I quit buying them and started only buying error figures. So if there were errors, I would buy it, and there were a few errors in some of McFarlane's early lines. The only one because I sold all of my, I think it was the Metal Gear Solid line that he did was one of his first collections, and I think I sold all of those. I still have the Austin Powers figures where they renamed. So there's a character, if you don't know Austin Powers, I know some of you are younger, may not know Austin Powers. If you don't know Austin Powers, there was a character named Fat Bastard in one of the games. But when they released the toy, they couldn't call it that, so they called it Fat Man. I have that Fat Man figure. Yes, Todd McFarlane is 100% the Spawn guy. Oh, she's been dead forever. Forever. We've got to get back and get her to life. I can't believe we're not... at the rate we're going, we're not going to get the crown. We're going to try, though. It's in the title, so if I don't get the crown tonight, I'll have to change the title. And then everybody will hate me for that. Nobody will hate me, right? Probably. Probably people will still hate me. It's the internet. Someone always hates you. You're at KB Toys. KB Toys. I loved KB Toys. I used to buy all... So I collected the... if you're a fan of the Aliens movie series, I collected all the Xenomorph figures. And KB Toys was the only toy store in town that carried them. Yeah, Todd McFarlane and Jim Lee... And who else? Was Rob Liefeld one of the guys that helped to create Image Comics? I know Todd McFarlane and Jim Lee were the two big ones. Blood splatter variant Freddy versus Jason. Oh. So, Daniel, are you a horror movie fan? If you're a horror movie fan, you're a horror movie fan and like RPGs, you are 100% in the right place. I'm just saying. She's dancing in the dirt. She's holding the ground down really well. She's just taking a little nap. I hope we get to see him do... Yeah. Benjamin, I appreciate you reminding me that my Dark Knight has spells. Because we have had so many fights now where I have not cast any spells, and my Dark Knight has magic that we could be using. Like, Bio 2 could just wipe an entire group of things if I let it. What is wrong with me? Rob Liefeld. Yep, Rob Liefeld. Rob Liefeld and his inability to draw anatomy. Image Comics has made some great comics. I absolutely loved the Max. The Max was Image, right? Shadowhawk? Shadowhawk was Image, I'm pretty sure. In this economy, hate that for her. She's going to be so far behind everybody else when she finally comes back to life. Marvel and DC Comics are pretty much buried. Streamer struggles. So I still read a lot of Marvel. I just bought the DC like Nightmare crossover, but I haven't read any of it yet. I know Image is still around, but I think Image is actually owned by one of the others now. They're pretty mid. Yeah, I mean, but it's something more than what I've been doing. Like in a lot of fights, my Dark Knight does nothing. And it would give me at least one option for some kind of AoE damage. And then he goes and does a 192 point critical hit. That's great. Never listen to rumors. Good point. I'm just going to sustain because I don't think we need to worry about getting another one up. Carrie Merilith, same, right? Used to be afflicted by hold, afflictable by hold. Max, Pit I never bought. I remember the covers for Pit though, and they were really cool. I was pretty limited on funds back in those days though. And I was already spending it on the Max and Shadowhawk and Spawn. Bring her back to life, please. Hey, look. We have a bunch of money now. I bet there's a spell we could afford to buy. I could really afford it if I didn't spend 100 on the inn and instead went to the other inn for 30. Wildcats. I remember Wildcats. I remember Savage Dragon. What was the one with where all the characters had gold skin? Do I have all of these? I don't have hold. I don't think. Did I have hold? No, but now I do. And there is another... There's another black magic shop in this town, isn't there? That I've been to like 3 times and always forget. Went from Spawn to Battle Chasers, then to Steampunk. Steampunk. I didn't read Steampunk, but I read Cyberpunk. Carrie is weak to hold. Welcome back to the Dancing Queen. There we go, we can get Drain. That's good. Bleed steals 20% of the target ally's max HP. I wonder if you can target yourself with that. Oh, this is interesting. Steals 20% of the target ally's max HP, restoring the user's HP by the same amount. Ineffective against undead or mechanical targets. Do you think that they're going to put in an option to have undead and mechanical player characters at some point? Well, we're going to grab Drain because why not? Why not make ourselves completely out of money? Gives him a way to, you know, at least, I don't know, heal himself a little bit, maybe. Oh, you're right. I do need to move my team around again. Thank you for the reminder. We need to move her up. Followed Spawn to issue 100, then stop for... I think I only made it through Spawn to like 25. Jersey Shore. Don't know why they bothered with that text. I like to hold out hope that it means they're still going to add more and things that we can't even imagine. It's probably just holdover text, but we'll see. We'll see. Ah, okay. That makes sense. So there you go. If you had a monster tamer summon an undead or mechanical creature, you wouldn't be able to steal its hit points. Totally makes sense that way. I would have never thought to even try that. When it said an ally, I thought it only meant your 4 Warriors of Light. I would have never even thought about tamed creatures. Just sustain, because these things aren't going to last long. Use that on Dancer and have her drain. That would be good too. As long as it doesn't lower... Because it only takes a portion of her max HP. I'm assuming it doesn't actually lower her max HP for the fight. This is where your party is. Hey, Dane! Totally missed you over there on Twitch. And oh, but now you're over here too. I'm just going to show up here instead of Twitch since you don't pay attention to it. I was trying to pay it. I was doing pretty good earlier, I think. Squid can tell you otherwise because I probably ignored some of his stuff too. I'm trying. I really am trying to pay attention to the Twitch also. This chat just gets moving so fast. She's doing okay. Everybody's okay, right? Might as well have her use this on him if I can. There we go. See, Raven is over there. I love that Star Wars Empire at War is getting real love from its developers again lately. Just got updated on Tuesday to be officially 64-bit. It's a 17-year-old game. A 17-year-old game getting upgraded to 64-bit, which is good, especially if they make a Mac version, because Macs now won't run anything that's not 64-bit. Beastmaster's another class I haven't thought about yet. I actually considered when we did the first night, and I wasn't sure about my party. Because I don't have like serious hardcore dedicated. If my Dark Knight is my tank, I don't have a dedicated DPS class. My summoner, which I haven't moved back to his actual slot in the party, is as close as I really get. Although, as I understand it, the dancer can become a good DPSer by the end of the game. But anyway, I thought about dropping the bard at that point and taking the Beastmaster. I'm kind of glad I didn't, because I kind of am loving my bard now. Where he took off Malbolgia's head for good, so I had to get that one. I hear Spawn is still doing well too. That was a big... the most recent Spawn I read, Spawn did a crossover recently with Batman. There was a Batman versus Spawn crossover. I bought that. That's the most recent Spawn I read. Gonna drain my Green Mage and let him regen? Smart. Why not? Geist. Kill a Geist. Okay, don't let me go into the next fight without switching my people. Because I'm feeling a little dumb right now. Total of 60 HP recovery end game. That just isn't that great. It's just not. Wonder if Tamer could capture the war mech. Ooh, that would be interesting. I bet you could find out if you're on the Discord for the game. I bet it's listed whether or not you could. Doing good until I said you were doing good. Doing good is not my thing. When I start doing good, I get less interesting, right? That's what I always figure. New skills, hide. We're gonna need to attack. Kill something for sure. I don't like these stun fights, so we gotta start paying attention. Like I've got to try to get through this fight somehow. I could maintain my hide to guarantee that the spell stays up, but I think I'm going to go for a second one just to see what happens. Because if they stun my bard, the spells go down. Okay, come on. No stuns. No, come on. The pain. Can we... I'm going to try healing again. Just for the heck of it. Okay. It shouldn't lower her max HP, at least by the description, but she would also need to cast it after he cast his, or if she isn't at full health and needs a heal anyway. It's okay. I love cheese, but cheese isn't loving me. Gouda-covered steak and fries. Oh, wow. Raven, the Star Wars Empire at War is such a wildly popular game for modding. Dozens of big mods available on Steam Workshop. I had support for a couple of years ago. Hundreds more smaller mods. Empire at War I haven't played in years. Maybe I haven't ever thought about trying to mod it. We might need to try to have our... We may run away from this fight if we can. There we go. I don't want to get stun locked into oblivion again. Do I want to use a tent here? I do. Save, yes. Okay. The multi-song bard effect looks so awesome. Class up has to be sweet too, but I've done no research. More fun watching it this way. I know eventually my bard will get the ability to cast 2 songs before he has to hide. That's about all I know about it. I don't know what his abilities will be after his class change. Musical harp barrage. Well, we could do this again. We could do this again where we cast our angel song and get it down to 1 bones and let our... let our summoner regain his health, finish the fight, move him to his proper position in the battle, and then go on. What say you all? Yes. No. Her heal also cures 1 status effect. The dancer's heal is great. It's kind of a low heal. I wish it healed for more, or maybe it will as she gains levels. I don't know. But it's great because it gets rid of a status effect. The problem here I'm going to have with my dancer is she's going to just keep dropping down to 30%. But there we go. So we're there now. We're there. We don't even have to worry about it now. Might want to test what status effects Ilea cures with that heal. Pretty positive she cured his prayer. Yeah, so I thought she wasn't earlier, but yes, you're right. She did definitely cure his paralysis in that last fight. Go to the gym, it's more... It's got to be more fun. Star Wars definitely has a look they stick with, a lot like Final Fantasy. If only Final Fantasy stuck with it. Uncommon franchises where any... Star Wars is one of those uncommon franchises where any genre of game can be made out of it. That's true. I would like to see a true Star Wars RTS like they did with Halo. Not every genre Star Wars Connect. If you haven't played Vader Immortal in VR, I highly recommend it. One of my favorite VR games. Very good. Okay, let's change our... Whoops, wrong button. Change our team order. You, go here. You, go here. This is the order I like my team in, I think. There we go. We did it! A limit break. Ooh. Limit breaks ought to be cool. Let's use stack songs. That'll be awesome. I'm not sure. We'll go ahead and cast it. I don't know if we need it. Lancer seems to be the most OP character. Saw a stream of high-level class up one. Definitely OP. That's what I've been told. That you just cannot beat the Lancer at all. Which makes me kind of wish I'd brought a Kane into this fight. I am already working on a build for, like, trying to figure out what my party composition's going to be for the next playthrough. I'm leaning towards a Lancer and a Time Mage. But I'm not sure, and maybe a Thief. I'm not sure what that last slot would be. Maybe I should put up a poll somehow. Come on. Down button. There we go. Action, character action, FPS, RTS, TBS, RPG, Space Sim, Grand Strategy, Empire Wars, basically Grand Strategy, Light, Racing. Oh man. Pod Racer. That game was not great, in my opinion. My new favorite thing about Bard is you can get the Lullaby Harp, which starts every battle by casting Sleep on everyone. How do I get that? I bet that's got to be late in the game, right? Kind of sick of Baldur's Gate 3 for the moment. My husband drove me through 5 hours of battle just because he wouldn't send a scout. I've never played with anyone like that. Have you, Squig? I mean, Lancer sounds legit. I like it. Hey, maybe Smeech don't die. Ah, dance failed. Ah, well. We'll try. We're going to try again, even though it's only a 55% chance of success. It's better than 50-50, right? Star Wars JRPG would be fun. Old school CRPGs are a bit too involved for a pick up and play. All right, Blight. Have a great night. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us. It was great talking to you. A solo Lancer could be the easiest solo character playthrough based on a few of the end classes I've seen. The only solo playthrough I've watched any of so far has been a solo dancer. And I haven't watched much of that, but I have a lot of respect for people who can do solo playthroughs, because I don't know if I'm good. Like, I'm not even good enough to do a playthrough with 4 characters. And here people are like doing solo playthroughs with 1 dancer and 1 white mage, and respect. Three parties at the moment. After class change, talk to the elf prince. Okay. And that's how you get the harp. Launched you off the and it paid off. Toby. I wasn't calling you out, Squig. I wasn't calling you out. Wrong member of the party. That was totally another member I was calling out. Have I got all these? I don't think I did. Hey, look, we found a copper necklace. Who can equip that armor? Can you equip a copper necklace? No. Can anyone? Who needs a copper necklace? That counts as just a regular armor? Here, trade this copper thing for this cloth thing. Can you equip that? Yes, you can. Absorb 4. Evade -1. Was it? What was? Just an absorb 1. Okay, there we go. Also, the harp the thief finds casts the XP doing at battle start, which could be useful. Really? Rather sleep though. Saw a few minutes of a solo dancer. She drained for like 300 and did 600 plus damage. Wow. BioWare ruined CRPGs with all of them becoming dating sims and clunky. I've played some BioWare games. I've enjoyed them. They have their relationship building aspects, but I'm okay with that. I mean, and if you can't enjoy a clunky sex animation every once in a while, oh, then you should never ever play Fahrenheit. Wow. It's probably the most laughable love scene in gaming history is in Fahrenheit, or whatever the European name for Fahrenheit. I can't. It's got 2 names. The game's got 2 names. I don't remember. Indigo Prophecy? Is that it? One way or the other. It's one of them here and one of them over there, I think. Let's heal up. Magic, Angel Song. As far as Star Wars racing games go, they are far worse than Episode 1 Racer. Super Bombad Racing is a kart racer, a really bad one. I've never heard of Super Bombad Racing. It sounds like I'm glad I haven't. Killed it for fun too. Thunderwave, far too fun for its own good. It was hilarious. It was hilarious. I appreciate having died to Thunderwave. If you're gonna die to a spell, getting knocked off a cliff by Thunderwave is a great way to do it. Smeech, buddy. Work on not getting hit. Just, I know you're in that ugly looking green robe and you can't really help it. Everyone wants to punch you in the face. Try to dodge next time, man. It's not that hard. Oh, I heard a again. Oh, it was Raven. Raven, thank you so much for the Prime sub over on Twitch. I appreciate it, man. That is what, 17 months. 17 months. Craziness. Bracelet and works as body armor for mages. Ah, thank you. That's what the copper bracelet, not a necklace. You know what? We're going to drink this heal potion just in case. And hopefully he's not going to get hit before that happens. Or that thing's just going to die right here. There we go. Done. Elf Prince has a sleep heart. Okay. Oh, what? Wait, hold on. I missed something. Blight. What did I miss? Here's the video link. Oh, and I don't think you can post links on the YouTube. I have the chat set on Twitch so that you can, but I don't think YouTube I have it set that way. Is there no way to message people on YouTube anymore? There used to be. I will try to fix that. I will try to fix that between streams. I'm so sorry. Hey, I found a house. That box is empty though. I don't want to fight these guys because I don't want to deal with the poison right now. Actually, let's go back. She should be doing my running because it's what she's really good at. But we're going to do this way instead. And there's the poison that I was afraid of. But only on one person, so that's fine. There we go. All right, I need to figure out where I'm going, and fast. Because I really, even though I need to come back through here and get all this stuff, I really need to try to get the crown before the end of the night. We can probably kill Scum. Smeech needs it worse. Oops, not item. Drink. Heal. Should have done that between fights. Not super worried about the poison. IR smart. Everybody will just be poisoned before this fight is over. Fight once. Fight once. Magic. Whoops. New. Skill. Hide. Hide. The creator of this Renaissance game really made some fitting choices for nostalgia. Harp from the Bedridden Prince is great. That is brilliant. It is. Fighter intimidating villagers ability. Oh, I didn't know that they could do that. Never realized Magic Missile could be so OP. My cleric has... Oh, Magic Missile is an amazing spell. It's one that a lot of people don't realize is as good as it is. As far as I know, YouTube won't let you link. It may not unless you're a mod. It may be mods only. New magic. Cast this. She is unpoisoned. Oh yeah, I think to say he's done a good job with Renaissance is kind of an understatement. Honestly, I think that Renaissance is really, really well done. If you want an Age of Empires style RTS for Star Wars, check out Galactic Battlegrounds. It's essentially an officially licensed Age of Empires 2 total conversion mod. It should still be available on Steam. Okay, I am going to check that out because I love to play myself an RTS. I just suck at them, so I'll never do it on stream. Like, I suck at them worse than I suck at this. 65% is still a percent. It's a positive percent, so we'll do it. Maybe 1 damage. Yeah, keep hitting him. He's already poisoned. Go left 2 rooms. Room north of you. Okay. It was the link to a video about everything that's been going on with the Sniper Wolf situation, because I haven't kept up on it, and it's having an effect on YouTubers. So it's something that probably I should know a little bit about, Squig. Fighter yells at NPCs to force them to move a step. Okay, how many times have I wanted to be able to yell at an NPC to make them move? Now it's 65 still? Okay, excellent. All right, now, don't poison. Good. Whew. Okay, now we're going to fight. 40% is probably not going to work, but we're just going to sustain because we need to try to cure the poison on Edward if we don't kill this thing before that happens. Come on. No crit. We can only really kill this thing 1 point at a time or by hitting it with a critical hit. But, or magic. I guess I could cast some magic if I really wanted to. Come on, kill him. Or don't kill him. No poison. Excellent. Maybe it was only the other one that can poison. Now we're in great shape. So, we got a 50% chance to just kill it with a drain. There we go. What's your vote on how many Piscos? Oh, you think 3? It's got to be more than that, right? Okay, so I'm going left 2 rooms. Hey, look, she gained a level. It's this room? Yep, okay. Here goes nothing. 4! It's 4! Recommend the Dark Knight's magic on them because they can thrash DPS. So, turn 1 blind with Dark Knight would be the best. So, does darkness count as blind? I hope so, because that's what we're going to try. Quick step. Hopefully quick step will work. We're going to go ahead and do Kieran at the beginning of this fight. Actually, does this count as a boss fight? Can I use Cat Sith or Kate Sith on them? Let's find that out, because if that works, that'll help a lot. Confused, 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 ineffective. So it's 1 to 4. So I got, yay me. I'm going to get more experience than most people. Oh, it was ineffective. Darkness was ineffective on them. Evasion and hit down. Evasion and hit down. If darkness is ineffective, let's see if we can poison them so at least something's rolling on them before we start missing with our punches. We've got, let's fight. We want this one. Hide. Come on. 2 hits for 2 damage. It's really the bravery that we needed, though. 50 points of damage. Ooh, nice. I love when they kill each other off. Raven, you like RTS games, but I don't know how popular they are to watch. If it's anything but StarCraft, played by a mediocre player like, or a truly bad player like I am. Let's go. Let's try to punch this thing. Drain? We don't need to heal yet. Yeah, Kate Sith. Kate Sith is probably my best summon so far. Like, it's great. Oh yeah, so I never got Ramu, and I will have to go back and try, but that lightning was hitting me so hard. Like his spell that takes 1 turn to charge would one-shot any of my characters. We're going all out, right? So let's Goblin Punch. I don't really think we need to have him hide, but we're going to anyway, just in case. He just punched himself for 25 points. Love that. Oh, there we go. Nice. There we are. We did it. In the treasure box, you found the crown. All right, let's get out of here. Before I do something really stupid and make a big mistake, let's get out of here. Okay, Golem does do magical protection also. So I thought it was only physical, but that's what we'll try next time. When we go to take the crown back, we'll try that fight again. And hopefully we'll be able to find a way through it. Let's hide. Raven, you're not bad at RTSs, but I'm not going to be going pro. Fair. I am bad, and I used to play a lot of the original StarCraft Online, and even after like 2 years of playing it, I was never able to get good, as they say. Do people still say that? Is that still a term people use? I don't even know. I'm so old. Straight north, stairs on the left. Thank you. Thank you. We are going to make it out of here, and then we'll have to use a tent, and we'll call it a night at that point. Here? Did I go too far? Yeah. The gimmick for Ramuh is to golem as he powers up before the Judgment Bolt, and Kirin for regen after that golem again. Okay, that makes total sense. That will be a good strategy. Oh, they're up there. I did get this, right? I'm not an idiot, and I picked up at 1 or 2 treasure chests. I am an idiot sometimes, but not this time. One damage. You can get all the treasures when you have the Mystic Key. True. We probably should just save it and come back then. One damaged and poisoned. Now, I need her to go... Yes. Oh, failure. Failure. Goblin Punch should kill that thing. A summon in the Dwarf Hovel? I think there was. I think I already have it. It's about the copper bracelet's about the best thing in here. Or best armor in here. There's not a weapon or anything. And I got the house. The houses are expensive. Oh, I'm not going to fight 4 of these things. We will run from this fight. Man. Can't run, can't run, can't run, can't run. Everybody's going to get poisoned. Oh, there we go. We made it. That's a lot of poison, though. I only have 4 pures left. There are new secret items behind those locked rooms in the Marsh Cave for Thief. Oh, if I had a Thief, that would be great. Gotta attack for bravery more often. I always start the fight with like 80, so I always figure it's worth it in the first round just to go for it. There we go. But yes, I usually will, as long as it's like 75% or higher, I will go for it without attacking. Now, once she gets the dual wield ability, that attack will be even, like, it'll be a even better way to boost her. Dual wield, and I think she's going to get an ability that makes her like go into a frenzy or something, like a dervish. we'll use our tent here. And that will let us save. HP recovered, save. Yes, please. All right, and there we go. It's about 1:30 my time, so that's going to bring us to the end of my night. Silver 1 after key. Rest is essentially cash. Nice. Green Mage had an AoE resist poison I'm looking forward to using in here. Yeah, that would be wonderful. Get 2 dances after. Really curious to see when your team starts to really shine more. I hope it does. Has a lot of sustainability so far though, which is sweet. So I like it. I know that you kind of are. You're taking your life into your own hands when you have 2 support characters and no serious magic user. But I think it's cool to play the game once with all brand new classes is fun to me. I thought it was going to be a good thing. It's got just enough challenge for, you know, I'm not great at games, but it gives me enough challenge. So I think it'll be fun. I hope you guys will stick around. I hope you'll keep coming back. Unfortunately, until the new year, I can't guarantee my streaming schedule. After the new year, I'm hoping to be able to do that, set a steady schedule and keep going. I will stream at some point this week. It'll probably be either Tuesday or Wednesday night, but I don't know which yet. So I hope to see you guys then. Thanks for being here. Your party is tricky. It is a little tricky. Flurry, I'm not exactly sure how many attacks she does. All right. Thank you all so much. I will see you again real soon. Until next time, stay sharp, be excellent to each other. Have a great night. You two over there on the Twitch, you guys have a great night also.